Welcome back, everyone. CEX Carboot Exchange, episode 5, I believe. Yes. So it was a really sunny day, which obviously normally means it's going to be a big car boot, and it was. Started off slow. In fact, it always starts off slow, to be fair. But yeah, it sort of ramped up towards the end. I got some nice bits, including a real nice piece, and left it in my girlfriend's car, so that's actually not here, and I can't show you that. I'm sure I'll show it you in one of my other pickups videos. But it was a Mega Drive, a box Mega Drive with 3 games for a $5. I've not actually looked in it, so there could have been more games in the box. It said it has the Alternate Beast pack. Chap was like, oh, I don't know, £5? Okay, so I was like, yeah, that's fine. Quite surprised I got that, to be fair, because it was just sitting on at the back of his table. It looked like he'd been set up for like a good 10-15 minutes. So yeah, so it's still out there. This is probably the first retro thing I picked up for about a month now, so that was a nice find. Saw Tutti UK there, as always. Nice to speak with him. So the first car boot I went to was actually a Saturday car boot. Got some more right bits. Now, not all this is to trade in. There's a couple of bits for my convention table and stuff. So I'll just blast through them ones. But most of it's going to CX after this video. So obviously, as usual, price will be there in the corner. May add in the individual item price. I know someone mentioned that, saying how much each item is. I mean, you can add it up yourself, but yeah. So the first car boot, Saturday car boot. And it said it was going to be a bit thunderstormy, so I was a bit like, oh, is there going to be anyone there? There was actually loads of people there, lots of store holders. But I only really bought stuff off 2 stalls, so. But so there was a chap there with his 2 kids. He had some Xbox games out. Saw these, and I knew one was worth some money at CX, and it's Dying Light the Following. I've actually got this game. I'd have kept it if I didn't. And he wanted £3 for that, and I believe that's about £13. I'm not sure. I'll tell you in the corner. And he also had this one, the normal copy of Dying Light, and this was £2. So I think that's £6 in CX. I'm not sure. So £5 for them, and then he had another little box at the side, and he had there's some PS4 games in there. Nothing great. FIFAs and stuff. There was this 360 game in there, and I think it's a couple of quid in CX. About 3-4 quid trading, and he only wanted £1 for it, so that's Cars 2. And then further down his stall, I spotted this on the table, a black DS. And when I first opened it, it looked really scratched. You probably can't make that out very well. Yeah, just there, the bottom screen, so I was a bit like, but yeah, turns on fine. Comes with a charger. Didn't have the stylus with it, but I actually found one today. I bought that for 25p. Not the right stylus, it just stick out slightly, but I think it'll be fine. Yeah, as I was saying, the screen looks really scratched, but it's actually 2 screen protectors on it, so I'll probably just whip them off before I take it to CX. And that was £4 for that, plus the stylus, which cost me 25p. Not great money in DSs anymore. I think it's about 14 quid. So for £4, that's definitely worth picking up. I've left it on. I'm going to turn that off. Then on a different stall, I think I've seen this one before, but she had this DVD box set of The Lost. So I gave it a quick check on CX app. £10 you get for this, and she wanted £3 for it, so definitely worth it. The only problem with buying box sets is it's real heavy, and you've got to haul it into town. So that's definitely worth that. Then a couple bits here which I'm going to keep. I found a copy of Burnout on a chap's stall for £1. And he also had a lot of Star Wars stuff, and I spotted these in with a load of Star Wars graphical novels. Star Wars: The Phantom Menace, Prima Guide, 50p. That's quite nice. And Star Wars: The Knights of the Old Republic for 50p. That is a great game. Such a great game. I'm not really a massive Star Wars fan, but that game and the sequel, to a certain extent, great game. So that was the Saturday car boot. Now the next car boot, this morning, the smaller one I go to, normally I get a couple of bits from there. This morning nothing, and I did roll up a bit late, so maybe people beat me to the stuff. Fair enough. But I think we're about to leave and another car came in, and someone wanted they're getting the stuff out, and there was like a shoebox on the table, and I just sort of looked in it, and there was a Game Boy Advance in there. This is an Arctic white one, but if you can probably tell, it's gone yellow, so I'm going to call it an Arctic yellow Game Boy Advance. There was a woman actually looking at this before me. She grabbed it just before me as I looked in the box. I was like, and then she just put it back down. So I'm not sure if she knew what it was, but she put it back down. Yeah, it's got the back on it as well, nice and clean. Yeah, and they wanted £3 for that. And after I bought it, the woman was like, "Oh, you sold that Game Boy?" And the chap was like, "Yeah." And then she was asking how much, and she was like, "Oh, I'd give you my money for that." I was just like, "Okay." But yeah, it seems to all work. I was going to keep that and take it to convention, but to be fair, I think CEX give you like £18 for it, so I'll probably just take it there, because it has faded and it's a bit beat up. I've tried it, it does work fine, but I thought, you know what, for £18 I'll just get the trading on that. And that's all I got from the first car boot. Now on to the main event. This is where I got the Mega Drive, which I don't have to show you, unfortunately. What should I do first? A couple of bits here, nothing going to CEX. Simpsons Hit and Run. This was on an old People's Store, actually. They're quite old. They had a big box of PS2 games. I know that one's sort of quite not desirable, I suppose. Not rare. There's like a million copies of it out there. But it's always a good seller, you could say, at the conventions. So that was £1. And then a chap had I think we're looking at Baby Walker, Amanda was. I noticed in the box he had some Xbox games. So I just asked him how much are Xbox games. He said 50p, so I thought I'll grab some of these for the convention. Actually really nice condition. I don't think some of these have even been used. There's a couple I might keep. Time Splitters 2, classic version, as always. Yeah, like I say, did I mention these are 50p? Yeah. San Andreas, now I want that. I might just keep hold of that for now. Because it is really nice condition. The case, I mean, I don't think it's not even scratched or anything. I want the non-classic version, but for now, I'll probably just keep hold of that. I don't know how I picked up 2 of these, but we've got Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb, and then we've got another copy of it. I think they're both complete. Not sure why I had 2 copies of that, but yep, so 50p each. Sonic Heroes. Like I said, it's all lovely condition. Halo 2, and one you don't see too often is Tomb Raider Legends. Now, I didn't even know that came out on Xbox original. I thought it was like PS3 and Xbox 360, but I was wrong. So yeah, that was £3.50 for them. Just some filler for my table. And then what did I get next? A PS4 game. Okay, this was £4. I believe you get about £8 for it at CEX. So, not the best exchange there, but for £4 credit extra. Worms, WMD. I think I've got this on Xbox One. Spotted this. I didn't have I have no 3G data on my phone anymore because I used it all at work watching videos. So I was sort of rolling blind at the car boot. Spotted this. I knew there used to be a good trading on this, but it turns out it's gone down a bit. Not going to lose anything on it. It's 150. It's Plants vs Zombies. Like I said, this used to be a £10 game at CX, but I think it's only £3 now. So, I mean, that's sort of how the 360 stuff's going in CX. It's just everything's dropping in price. So, £1. I'm double money on that, so it's not too bad. And then this is probably the best find of the day. So, a woman had this on a stall. It's an Amazon Fire Stick. So I quickly just checked it because there was actually a chap holding it. I sort of looked at it. A chap picked it up, so I was just thinking, I'll quickly check it while he's like looking at it. Check CX, about £20 depending on the model. So I'm not sure how to tell what model it is. It might be on the actual stick. But she said £5 on that, and he put it down. So I was just like, I'll grab that definitely. So I think she says she's not even used it. So like I say, it could be on the actual stick. Yeah, I'm guessing it says model number, so I'm sure. Hopefully, I get a competent person in CX who knows the models of these. But I bought that. I looked down. She had a Blu-ray player, and just through the cracks of it, I saw a Wiimote. So I moved that, and there was a box full of Wii stuff. She only wanted £7 for this, and it is a Wii, which has come from CX. 2 Wiimotes with Motion Plus. Nice condition, actually. Well, the battery compartments aren't corroded, basically. And 2 nunchucks. They've gone down, actually. I think they're about 80p now. In fact, all the Wii stuff's gone down in CX. I think the console's like £12 trade-in. The remotes are £6, which is still not terrible, I suppose. I think they're about £1, 80p or something. I'll probably take it in. It's not the best condition Wii, so I'll get my £12 for it. Like I said, that was £7. And then I walked around a few more rows and spotted this on the table. I was actually speaking to 2UK at the time. Another Wiimote. And we were sort of debating whether it was fake or not. Because it's got sort of this Chinese sticker on the back, which you normally see on a lot of fakes. But I think it could be a real one. Because it's got the code there, which normally means it's a real one. Not sure. But I'm guessing what they've done, they've had other Wiimotes and they've just swapped backs on them, and this one was just put on the wrong one because it's actually a different colour and everything. But yeah, that was £2. Like I say, you get £6 for that. Could do with a tongue, to be fair. So that was £2. I think we're nearly there. So last 2 things. I actually dropped a boot. Oh, actually, yeah. The Wii came with a copy of Wii Sports Resort as well. So no manual or anything, but I think it's like £3 or £4. Just all adds up. And the last 2 things I got were. Oh, there's one more thing actually after this. So I went back over the old aisles and I saw this in a box. Sonic Generations. Just £1 this was. Nice condition. I think that's about £6-7 in CX. Dropped a shitter on this one. Lego Lord of the Rings. I knew there wasn't much value in it, but it is an American copy. So CX. I suppose if you get like someone who don't know the stuff, they might take it in. But I'm guessing they won't just scan through properly. So I might try it. It was saying there, if the price is there, it means they took it. So that was that. And then the last thing I got was this ginormous Skyrim book. This is the special edition. I saw it, I thought, I know certain guides have sort of fairly good value in. I'm not sure about this one. I mean, it's absolutely ginormous. Not in the best condition, to be fair. It looks like it's been well read. But yeah, it weighs an absolute ton, that does. That was £2. Yes, and that's it. So the total for all that of what actually they took will be just here in the corner. Actually, not as much stuff as I thought. I thought I bought more, but I'm sure it's going to give me some good credit for something in CEX I want. And I'll see you in a few seconds with what I bought, my CEX credit on this stuff. Goodbye. Howdy everyone. So I have shifted all that stuff into CEX. I believe they took all of it. It's a week or two ago that I actually took it all. I believe the Amazon Fire Stick, for some reason they gave me B grade on that, and I'd argue, if you look back on the video, it was literally new. I think the woman even said she didn't use it. I didn't notice till I actually got home, so I still made a fair bit on it. I think it was, what was it, a £5, and they gave me like 18 quid, I don't know, something like that. But yeah, it's just a little bit annoying, because if I saw it then I'll probably argued it, but then they probably would have gone, there's a couple of little scratches in it, so didn't bother with that. But I believe they took everything else, and I got some nice stuff. It's got some retro, some modern, bit of everything you could say. So, first up, we've got 2 Atari Jaguar games. Pretty good, pretty nice condition. The first one was £20. I ain't got the price on it because I took it off because it was on the box. Theme Park for the Atari Jaguar. Box has got some shelf wear. It's nothing major, you could say. Good enough for me. Can always upgrade at a later date if I ever want a better one. Got the manual, which looks untouched, and obviously the cartridge. And like I said, I think that was 20 quid, that, which is about the going rate on that one. But obviously it's paying voucher. So next up is Doom. Now this box is actually my replacement box I bought, but the one I got was really nice condition. I actually gave that to 2 UK because I'm sure I watched a video and he had just a loose cartridge, and I owed him for getting me a manual for a game, so I thought I'd give him that. Yeah, this is actually my brand new replacement box. Brand new. It's an official box, just old stock basically. So yeah, like I say, the one I got to 2 UK was like really nice condition, but obviously a new one is always going to be better. So that's the box. And this was not mint. It wasn't classified as mint, but it wasn't far off mint. So it's got the manual, some precaution thingy. They actually had 3 copies of this in stock. They had 2 mint ones and this one. So I thought there might be something missing from it, but doesn't seem to be. It comes in this all baggy as well. And at first I was going to leave this because I didn't think it had this, but yeah, it's got the little pad thing as well, the little overlay, and then yeah, and then the cartridge. But that was actually in there with the cartridge, so at first I was like, oh, it's not got it, but yeah, on closer inspection it was there. So I think that was 38 quid. That could have gone up in price now, but yeah, it's funny because the 2 mint ones were not mint. You could see they had some age-related wear to them. That was 38. And that's most of the retro stuff really. We're on to sort of modern stuff now, in no particular order. So we've got 2 Wii U games here, just to fill out the collection. Nothing great. Just Dance 2017. £8 this was, but it's in nice condition. Like I say, I'm an R about getting these ones because they do eventually just drop off a cliff and they're worthless. But for 8 quid, while they've got it, I thought I'd grab that. The Amazing Spider-Man Ultimate Edition. This was £12. Again, it's all there, nice condition. Quite a tricky one to find, I'd say. This one and the second one. I believe the second one's on Wii U as well. So yeah, Amazing Spider-Man. Next up, we've got a PlayStation 2 game. I'm not really sure why I bought this. I think I was just like looking for that. I couldn't find anything to buy, so I thought grab this. And it is King of Fighters Neon Wave.
and this is £7. Lovely condition. It's got some sort of sideways manual. Yeah, it's like I say, I've not really ever played King of Fighters. When I used to play fighting games, I was more of a Street Fighter. Then I sort of went into Dead or Alive, and then I sort of just stopped playing them because I realised I sucked balls at fighting games, so I just stopped playing them. Right, next up is a GameCube game. This one's a right roller coaster. It's like the price goes up, then it goes down, then it goes up. I nearly bought it a couple of months back. I picked it up, put it down. I think someone else bought it in the end. I think it was the same price as this, as I got this copy, but I think it went to like 12 quid and then back down, and then, yeah, anyway, it's a GameCube game. It's Billy Hatchet and the Giant Egg. Lovely condition. And for 6 quid, it's a bargain. I remember someone having this on GameCube, one of my friends, when it came out. And we were taking the piss out of him because it was like, oh, it looks shit. But supposedly it's quite a good game, so I look forward to trying that one. And last, we've got 3 PlayStation 3 games. One of them looks pretty interesting. I think I played the demo of this one, and the other 2 is just sort of, I saw them, I was like, I'll just grab them. Anyway, the first one is Folklore. And I believe this company went on to make something else RPG related, but I can't remember what it was. But yeah, so it's all there, lovely condition. I'd say 15 quid, not a bad price for that, especially when you're paying credit. Like I said, it looks like a classic JRPG. I'm sure I played the demo of this, and I was a bit unsure about getting it back in the day. A while ago it was. Yes, Folklore. And then we've got, I'm going to butcher this. Oh my god. No Surge something Unborn Star. Yeah, that's a crazy name. And that was 15 quid. Looks a bit like a strategy RPG, maybe. Or just a classic action RPG, something like that. I kind of saw it and I was like, looks interesting, I'll just grab it. And the last one, okay, Hyperdimension Neptuna Victory. And this was £10, this one. So as soon as it all came from the same person. Quite a lot of these like obscure Japanese RPGs, and they're all in really nice condition, so I'm guessing someone just took the whole collection in. Yeah, that was £10. Again, this one does look like a strategy RPG. Again, I've not played it, so I can't comment. Yeah, and that was that. So pretty good pickings really there. I can't remember what I paid for that stuff. I did put it in the thingy. Yeah, I think I paid about 30 quid, I can't remember. But to get all that from that, awesome. CX, you've done it again. Thank you. Hope you've enjoyed this. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for taking time out of the day to watch me rabble on about shit. And I'll see you in the next video.